it.
You guys want to make fun of some Adam22, Andrew Schulz, and Brendan Schaub? I actually can't make fun of this one because
you just like it.
They're going to talk about something that we recently got exposed to. We might actually just kind of relate to these guys.
Oh, no.
On this one. Let's go ahead and play this clip from the No Jumper podcast. And Adam22, we talked about his wife earlier tonight without knowing it was his wife. I will say I don't get this podcast. I don't understand it. The clips I've seen of it are not very funny.
It's just a bunch of guys just talking.
It's kind of a boring show. Thank you, Michael T, again with $50. I think that's his second or third one tonight. So that means we're $40 ahead for tomorrow night. We always let the excess goal roll over into the next evening. Thank you, guys. All right. Adam22, Andrew Schulz, trash Brendan Schaub special, and talk about the fighter and the kid subreddit. Now, this is from Unique, who, again, I like the stuff he does. I like the work he does. But at the same time, I'm worried about this guy's fucking health.
Yeah, I agree.
He's streaming right now. We can check on him in a second.
Okay.
And see if he's nodding out tonight.
So, okay, we've talked about gang shootings. We've talked about abortion.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something.
Sounds like a riot. Sounds like a fun fucking show.
Depressing.
Yeah, we're talking about police shootings. We're talking about abortion. You know, all of us middle-aged guys sitting here talking about the hot button issues. This sounds like a show.
Mood lifting.
Yes, this is an uplifting show.
That is perhaps even more disturbing.
Okay.
Gringo Papi. You and I.
You want some clips,
You
boy.
and I are both friends.
Some YouTube clips.
Of fucking course. That's why any of us talk about Brendan. That's why any of us talk about any of you people. We find out what works on YouTube, and then, like we do, we use it as bait. People come in here, they see a DSP clip, they see a Brendan clip, they see a Jordan Peterson clip. They watch us fucking with these people. And they come in, they go, oh man, I really liked your clip. I'm going to stay for your stream, which is where we make our money, is on the streams. And then they go, oh man, I love your stream too. Your show is fucking good. Or some of them come in just to say, hey, that thing you said about Bobby or Brendan or Jordan, fuck you, man. I hate your show. You suck. And we're like, all right, cool. Then you mind leaving us the fuck alone? We got a show to do.
Tell your friends.
Yeah. So when Andrew Schulz goes, oh, you just want clicks. I hope that the hosts are honest. And they just go, yes, of course. That's the game we're in.
What is wrong with their audio, though? It's hard to listen to.
This was copied off of something else. It's not their audio.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's unique.
Explain. He and I are both friends of Brendan Schaub.
Yeah, shouts to Brendan.
Former UFC fighter, current comedian and podcaster. I know you see it. People, for some reason, they want anyone associated with Brendan Schaub to speak out against him because they don't like his comedy.
You know what? I want to take one thing back I said about Adam22.
What's that?
He's not lifeless. You know, he's not. I thought he was uncharismatic the times I've seen him.
Yeah.
I don't get why some of these people get as big as they do because he doesn't seem particularly special.
It's all the tats, man.
But congratulations to him for all his success. And also, I apologize for I must have saw a fucked up clip of him because he at least does have some personality and charisma.
Yeah, sure.
About
He's
him.
Going good.
He's special. What is your attitude?
Who is they to you?
The Redditors.
Yes, he has a Reddit page that is like is massive. And
it will make you scared to have a Reddit.
Yeah, and
yes,
it's like
thank you. When I heard Adam22 say that about the fighter and the kid subreddit, I went, thank fucking God it's everybody. Mm-hmm. Because we got featured on there recently, a fighter and the kid subreddit guy who's a fan of our show posted a clip of us shitting on Brendan. Now, nobody puts clips of other shows shitting on Brendan, like small shows shitting on Brendan, up on the fighter and the kid subreddit. So I was honored. Okay. Until I realized this is the fighter and the kid subreddit we're talking about. Why don't I go into the comments? And April finds me down here laughing with my eyes horrified about this big. She goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm reading the comments on our video on the fighter and the kid subreddit. And she goes, how's it going? I go, they fucking hate my guts.
They were not kind.
They are shitting on me hard. And I didn't take it personally. I've been in this game long enough, not on YouTube. I've only been for a couple of months, but like in broadcasting long enough to know that none of it means anything. You know?
No, that's just, it's almost like their job when they're on that Reddit.
And you can almost, when you read Reddit and you don't freak out like a high school kid, You can almost see it in their comments that they don't mean it.
Their heart's never in it.
Right, their heart's never in it, and they're just like, this is what we do. We fucking hate everything, and we hate everybody, and we shit on everybody, and we're porcupines, and we conceal ourselves, and we won't let anyone get close to us. Like, with all due respect to the Fighter and the Kid subreddit, these are all severely emotionally damaged people. And God bless them, they found a place. They found a purpose. They found a thing that helps them contribute to the world because it's a wonderful subreddit. Just keep me the fuck away from it.
That was almost like, that's perfect, like the homeless cats. They
Yes.
needed a place to gather.
They should be the homeless piranha, though.
I don't know. I think cats are evil, too.
All right.
Catered to, just shitting on him. And
Right.
it's really unfortunate because, like,
We got one too now.
do you guys have the,
It's pretty malicious.
it's
But see, this is how people should handle shit like that.
Laugh at it.
Right.
That's funny.
Adam22 is like, yeah, we have a subreddit. Was it? Yeah, it's pretty malicious. Yeah, they fucking hate our guts. They think we're shit. And it's like, what are you going to do?
Yes, you
Like-
are supposed to laugh at this.
You pick on Red Bar a little bit, he gets all pissy and he gets all cunty and passive aggressive. Like, you got to be like these guys and just go, yeah, we have a subreddit. What's it like? Hey, they hate the shit out of us. Or like me with the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. We're going to put that video up maybe tonight of
Okay.
you and I talking about it.
Yep.
And it's just going to be us going, yeah, what about the Fighter and the Kid subreddit? My first words are, I laugh. I go, they were really mean to me. They said terrible things about my Captain
Dude.
America shirt.
They tried to hate you so hard. I don't think they even mentioned me. Did they? I didn't read that hard.
there were a couple
I didn't
with
see
you.
any for
yeah,
me.
there were a couple in there
What'd they
for
say?
you. I don't remember,
What
but
was-
there were a few.
Damn it. I was hoping to hear an insult.
I know there was one about you. I wish I could remember it because I laughed really hard. It was really funny.
Come on, man.
It's an interesting thing
Aw.
because Reddit is fascinating and fucking hilarious, and like they're like creative people on there. And basically what it is it's like your Reddit page is giving thousands of people that might not have their own Instagram or Twitter that's popping access to a group Instagram that's popping. That's what a Reddit page is.
Can middle-aged white guys stop saying poppin'? I'm 35 and I shouldn't say poppin'.
You say it's lit, fam.
Ironically.
I don't know.
Ironically, I say,
Look at that face.
is it lit, fam? I will say that.
You say it very pretentiously. Is it lit,
Right.
fam?
So now they have
No, I
access.
always say that about the grill. You always misunderstand me. It's actually a literal
Oh,
question.
okay.
I'm asking if the grill is lit, and you're my family, so I say, is this lit, fam? And you guys think, oh, Dad's trying to be cool again. And it's like, no, I'm asking if the grill is lit. You guys never answer my fucking question. You just look at me and sneer.
Sure.
Yeah.
access to 50,000 people or whatever it is, and if they put something out that slaps, it gets views and it gets reactions, and all of a sudden you get to almost feel like you're popping. 'Cause you're-
I need the middle-aged Jewish men to stop talking like that.
It slaps.
I really need the middle-aged, not cool Jewish men. Like, there's nothing worse in comedy than a guy who wants to be cool. You're a comedian. Don't be cool. Be funny.
Don't be cool.
Don't
man.
be cool. Dane Cook kind of started that with a cool comedian. And, you know, and again,
Did he?
you know my thing about comedy. If you draw money, respect. And Dane Cook drew a shitload of money. He deserves respect. He gets a lot of hate that he doesn't deserve. The Louis C.K. stealing thing, that's something people can talk about. But like, I don't like it when comedians try to be cool and rock stars and shit. It's like, you're goofs. Be goofs.
your content is crushing, so you're going to keep on leaning into that.
So it incentivizes them to be as mean as
Ruthless as
possible
possible.
because that's the stuff that rises to the top.
Yeah,
is the
yes.
shit that's the cruelest.
Exactly. And then you guys, you got to be good.
So don't go to any of these things for validation.
Don't go to them thinking
Right.
anyone's being serious either.
Let your fans be your validation. Let your show be your validation. Don't get validation from Reddit. A lot of these people see 80,000 people on a Reddit page and like, oh, if I could just grab like 1/15 of this, I'll be home free. Like, none of them are going to start watching you. They're all going to be there just to fucking hate you because that's what they found pleasure in. You find pleasure in doing your content. They find pleasure in shitting on you. Let them eat. Let all of us have our pleasures.
Yes, there's transactions all
Yes.
around.
at like making
You don't
sure
see
like
me bitching about being lit up by the fighter and the kid subreddit. I go, well, that is a place I will surely try to avoid in the future, having my face on.
If you guys could just not post there, that's
Cool.
great.
Awesome.
or like the mods, I guess, have to be good at making sure that the page is healthy, because at the end of the day, like, you don't want that page to take away from the content. And I think that's unfortunately what's happening with the Fighter and the Kid. Like, they have a fucking great podcast. Like, they're
dude,
watch out on that fucking great
easy there, Andrew. God, you gotta stop. You gotta start, these comedians, especially out in LA, gotta start being honest with their friends, because then we wouldn't run in, there would be no Brendan Schaub. Joe Rogan could have snuffed out this Brendan Schaub thing in a heartbeat, but he didn't, because he didn't have the heart to tell his buddy, don't. Just don't.
Not good.
It's not good.
hilarious together. Like, Brian and Brendan are fucking hilarious together. And
I agree. Their wardrobe is fucking hysterical. They dress like 16-year-old girls,
The circus background.
where you can see the extension
Awesome.
cords and the wires and all that.
Those remarks, by the way, got the response it deserved. All of them were silent.
This guy took a fucking nervous sip.
I know. He's like,
Yeah, funny shit. Yeah, fucking. Dude, our set's uneven and not lit properly. It looks
Stop.
better. It looks better than one with cords leaking out through it.
if you'd never talk about it, it doesn't get talked about. Just stop.
Oh, so I should treat it like the Holocaust.
It has worked for 2 years now.
and Brendan's like a really great dude. He's a genuinely sweet dude who helps people. He's the reason I got.
I agree. He's like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. I wouldn't give Lenny from Of Mice and Men a giant podcast.
Why not?
I wouldn't let Lenny from Of Mice and Men go on a comedy tour. He'll end up selling 4 tickets like Brendan did the other day, and that's sad.
I want Lenny to have a podcast where he's tending the rabbits.
You should give him a black lab, some rabbits to
No.
tend, and some sacks of milling corn.
My parents just had a litter.
Yeah, give him one of those.
Adam Rogan, like, he was like, yo, you got to get this guy on. This is before anybody was fucking looking at my shit. Like, and that really changed my life. So he's actually a great dude. And
Anytime you have to say someone's actually something, it means that everyone else thinks they're the opposite of that. And what are the odds that you're the one who's right?
And when somebody says like, "Oh, your food's actually really good," they assumed it would be shit.
Right.
Come on.
he's just getting destroyed by that thing. I told him to lean into it. I was like, bro, you got to sell merch. Like, anything that they do about you, you got to lean in. And then I thought that they would appreciate that in one way. They're like, oh, okay, he's not ignoring and acting like
Can I tell you this? Never take advice from Andrew Schulz if that's what he told Brendan Schaub. If you lean into these fucking animals, they will destroy you even further, because they'll say, oh, he's trying to make it cool. He's trying to take our shit and make money off of it. They would have eaten him alive. Andrew, he's doing what he should be doing. He's ignoring it.
Yes.
And he's just letting what little talent and ability he has left push him as far as it'll get him before he dips out of the game and tries to retire. That's the right call. Going to the Fighter and the Kid subreddit, could you imagine if he made a fucking homeless cats t-shirt, how bad they'd rip him the fuck apart?
Do not engage.
Do not engage.
It's like he's dipped his little fingertip in there, and you said piranha's okay, so
Yeah.
now they're nibbling your fingertip. You want to stick your whole body in?
You're bringing back a skeleton.
Not even.
Yeah, I mean, don't engage. Let them have their fun. Let them have their area and let them have their fun where they get to say shitty things about you. It happened to me. It's fine. They're having fun. Leave them alone and let them have fun.
They are feral cats, feral homeless cats, okay?
So
They're
don't
not nice.
don't engage them. This is terrible advice from Andrew Schulz.
this thing
bad
isn't
friend.
happening. He's like taking part of this thing.
His Reddit is so fucked up that like they've made it their mission to expose him cheating.
That's where it's like, yo, you going into the personal life. That's wild, man.
Are they?
I wish I didn't feel this way
Uh-oh.
because I like all things funny about Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
That shit is fucked up.
It is, but then again,
because we're not there and we
Yeah.
can't confirm.
right, unless you've got confirmation, that's different, but
Right.
you've also said that once we step onto the camera here and get on the mic that nothing's off limits.
But no. It's
you know?
not off limits to them. All I'm saying is my personal opinion on it is, I wouldn't go that far. They can.
Right, there's plenty of things I'm like, can we not bring that up?
They can do that. That's fine. That's, again, I give the Fighter and the Kid subreddit full autonomy to do whatever they do. I don't think they should be shut down, harassed, anything like that. That's their thing. They want to shit on people relentlessly. We shit on people on this show. Let them have it. Let them do it. Let's stay away from each other's spaces and,
Yep.
leave them alone. You get to do your thing. Let them do theirs. I hate that when people with podcasts and shit are like, dude, fuck that subreddit. Fuck this, fuck that. Oh, so you're the only one who gets to go on with your microphone and talk shit about people. Nobody else can go on the internet and talk shit. That's your thing. Oh, interesting.
Well, if you were talking to Red Bar, that would be the case.
Right, I know. Yeah, he's cunty about that too. Like, nobody go watch that show. Well, now our subscribers have gone up a bunch since he did that.
Bit of a theory. That guy is so bitter and angry all the time that I wonder if he didn't make himself sick.
Maybe. Do you think that maybe some of his... Because I always, as a fan of his, I always took the detractors saying like, oh, he's a failed comic and he's bitter about his comedy club and comedy career failing. I was like, oh, that sounds like they're just being dumb. Yeah. But I wonder if that's not part of it. Because there's a mania in him that's not normal in humans. Like there's a sickness. And I think that's the
spectacle people watch for.
There's a rage and a sickness in that man that I never noticed until after he got shitty with us, and I had to kind of look critically at him, which I never wanted to do. But I had to. I had to take a step back and go, why is he being so passive aggressive and cunty? This is supposed to be the almighty Red Bar here. I think there is a bitterness and insecurity and a deep down incomplete feeling of that career that fucks with this guy and to this day. Maybe. And sometimes it comes out as this rage, like why he looks at someone's elbow skin and will laser focus on it for an hour.
And this is maybe why he mostly chooses to goof on comics.
Right. And notice he doesn't put himself out there on other shows to look ridiculous, because guys like that go into other communities and those communities go, who's this fucking clown? And he's got to be the head honcho, the guy in charge of his world. So he doesn't want to venture outside that world because he knows some people are going to rip him apart and call him a clown. And he can't take that to an extent, which is disappointing.
So they're like that deep into his life where there's people probably following him around.
And like security cam. Yeah.
What's up with slack-jawed Fat Joe over here? I couldn't understand a fucking word he said.
I didn't either.
Sorry, buddy. No disrespect.
It's different. It's different when you have a group of people who are basically commenting on the stuff that you're putting out into the world, and it's different when they become basically like a large league of private investigators who are gonna like overturn.
Shut down the podcast, it all goes away.
Yes.
Stop being a public figure, it all goes away.
I mean, yeah.
You don't think Joe Rogan? Okay, think about Brendan Schaub. He's got a bunch of autistic kids on a subreddit watching his every move. Okay, fine. Joe Rogan has the entire global media breathing down his dick hole at all times, waiting for him to fuck up. So I'm sorry, you've got 80,000 autists fucking with you a little bit. I think you'll be okay. You don't like it? Shut it down.
Well, when I first got into this world too, and you had to like teach me what it is like to have a troll or something and how to not engage that type of shit and care. Just don't care about it.
Yeah.
It's like what you're gonna take what Shiny Car 69 said at face value. I don't know.
And you know what? That guy gets to have an opinion. He gets to think I suck.
But that opinion probably isn't even real.
And it shouldn't matter to me. Right. I'm doing my show. I'll get up. I'll do a show tomorrow. But if Homeless Cat 44 thinks I'm a piece of shit, if he watched the content, if he gave me the view, he's entitled to his opinion. Mm-hmm. And his opinion is just as valid as the guy who says it's great. That's why you got to not put value in those opinions.
They really did not like your shirt.
Hated my shirt.
Your Captain America shirt.
They thought I
have that shirt.
The biggest fucking retarded asshole in the world.
They called you. They thought you were 40.
I know. Believe me, it was hurtful. I want to thank the Fighter and the Kid subreddit for giving me this epiphany on subreddits and criticism.
Oh, you know what?
That I think is very healthy.
Maybe they'll actually keep you on your toes so that you keep things tight, huh?
Good for them. Go for it.
Good for me.
Turn every rock throughout your life and find everything that they could possibly do, because that's kind of where his shit is at.
You know what it encourages?
You are old.
You know what it encourages you to do? Be an honest broadcaster. Come out with it.
Yep.
Be honest. Then people can't fuck with you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Brandon, like you guys are close or what?
Well, we did the interview, but
that's all you know.
I'll be totally honest. I saw the first 6 or 7 minutes of the special. Yeah. I didn't really feel like I could handle too much more of it.
Ooh. Well, you did almost watch half the special. You should have just finished it at that point.
I'm sorry for saying this guy's boring. I mean,
he seems fine.
He seems like a good enough guy.
Like I said, one too many neck tats, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I think he's a good guy. I'm not like a big fan of his comedy, but I mean, I
don't like your music, man. I ain't a big fan of your music. I hate it. I hate your music.
A lot of people where I don't really like their rapping.
Yeah.
And we're still cool, right? Like, that's not the entirety of who you are as a person. Eddie is a just fine rapper. Do know you.
I'm about to say, the nigga looked at me, I'm like...
All right, so that's about that clip.
Okay. I didn't hear Andrew Schulz trash it at all.
No, I mean, that's
a
his
misleading
buddy.
title.
It's his buddy. It ain't for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you look, I mean, he laughed at Ariel Helwani when Ariel Helwani shit on the special, so we know where these comedians stand. I mean, not everybody can be Tim Dillon and Louis J. Gomez and go, fuck everybody. I've got my Patreon. I've got my subscription thing. I'll fucking shit on everybody. You know, some of these guys, I get it. They still have to have a career.
They still have to have rub from other people.
Yeah, so...
No matter what rub Brendan Schaub, damn it.
I don't think that there's anything like I do want these guys to be honest, and I did say when he was on with Ariel Helwani that Schulz, if you think this is a piece of shit, then say it's a piece of shit. But I think in his mind he was playing the game. Like, I'll laugh enough so that people know I think it's shit, but now I don't have to say that my friend's special is shit.
Right, I can still go back to him and be like, oh no, I didn't agree with that guy.
Raz of Chaz says Aaron is actually a funny guy and April is actually really pretty, going back to what we said about the word actually.
Oh.
Thanks, Dick.
I thought we were friends.
Andrew giving Brendan Schaub business advice is like taking stock tips from Jim Cramer. You got to fade that pick and do the opposite. Rusty Grammer says, plot twist, Aaron's Reddit fame was brought to you in part by the Toe Boys. Did you guys put me on the fucking Fighter and the Kid?
Well, one of our listeners did, remember? You know that. They did that to the BBG, too.
Yeah. I think that was Nate, actually.
Was it?
Zen Rhino says, my good friend Red Bar isn't happy unless he's miserable. No, he's not. And again, I still like the guy, but yeah, it was eye-opening. I got to say, it was eye-opening, that little run-in we had with him. I mean, and to know that he wouldn't hit back, like you could just smack that guy with no consequence. It was like finding out the guy everyone's afraid of in the prison yard is actually a big softy, and he gets his feelings hurt. Like, to watch him get his feelings hurt over what we did, and to watch him passive-aggressively bring it up. Like, when you're bringing shit up on your show, and your audience has no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and you're only doing it so you can soothe yourself, that should be beneath him.
You're insisting upon yourself. Yeah. I don't know. Life for his wife has to kind of suck now, too, because he's sick. He's miserable. She's carrying him.
What are you going to do after he dies? Ugh, that's a rough thing to think about.
I worry about her after he dies.
For sure. Should we give her a job?
I just want to adopt her, kind of.
Hire her after he's dead? PH Cheddar says, seems like it's big to have other podcasters on your podcast to trash another podcast. I mean, that's the new hot tub thing. Like what hot tubs were to Twitch, shitting on podcasts is to YouTube. Rusty Grammer says, I shared you on 4chan, brother. Don't! No! Never once ever keep me away from all of it.
They will only clip pasta you and the things in their favor.
I want to be on a fucking hosta growing Reddit. That's it.
Hosta growing?
They grow hostas. That's all they do.
Hostas with impastas? That'd be what you'd call it. It's time to go and I'm hungry.
It's like I said in the comment section. Women shouldn't be allowed on broadcast unless it's solely through nepotism.
Fire me then.
No, nepotism. You're fine.